you know, it's so hard because, like, as resident alien, like, even at 3 and 4, I was delivered to a area in New York that's known to the directors at somebody's special territory that I was coming and I was being delivered. I mean, I belong to someone. I am his dog. I mean, they used to say stray cat, but then it's like you don't put cats or bunnies on a leash. It's just weird. So you put dogs on a leash. Great. Okay, so he has one of those. The leash goes through the gate where you're all protected and everybody's just hunky-dory hiding. And now the leash goes through the opening in the chain link fence directly to Bayside, Queens, zip code if you're going to do a federal mail. For those of you that know that there is you lick an envelope, you close it with the love letter inside, you flip it over, and then you take the writing utensil and you write out whomever you're addressing it to and where they live. You then, as a further breach of security, or on the flip side, to confirm through federal mail where you live just once for verification, supposed to go up the chain of monkeys, over through the leash and through the chain link fence to where the Reich is hiding in, like, no, we're still Reich. You're still Reich. Is that where we get strike at the Union? Oh, just checking. Okay, so through the chain link fence of chain of command to the plug-in outlet of something smart on the other side of national defense industry on, no, we still think we're someone's respectable. How? If I, as his wife, am born on this side with family members. Now, Reich, R-E-I-C-H, was holding Providence in Defense Ministry for Star Royal genetics. The ones that I'm like, okay, well, if I look on a genetic purity list, I got these coming. If I add these pairs together and then I add these pairs, I mean, I could be there in like 300 years. Like seriously. Right, okay, so that's my level of cleanup, that I have to keep a ratio at forensics within 100-year span. I have to be able to generate so many of my visual acuity or akinment, and I have several of those visual markers, genetic markers in place. I have to keep so many of mine based on safety equipment from planetary elsewhere. This is not applicable to anything not genetically my color, not genetically my Osiris. That's it. This is just an Osiris-Iris project. This does not have anything to do with foreign relations. They have to hold steady their level and help in the sense of, like, not asking too many questions, but again, how long does that last outside of the Reich? So now, you, through my genetic, knowing that in my process, that on so many roles of like genetics, parenthood, lineage, I mean, it's like going to the train station and going, you know, I mean, I looked at the schedule. The schedule said the train was going to arrive at 12. And then all of a sudden you're like, guy comes up and goes, oh, wait. No. Here. This is the new schedule. And you're like, wait a minute. Why did I get a new schedule? Right. How does that, well, who sets the schedule? Right. Okay. So, and then they didn't follow it. So now I got turns of generation of genetics that didn't follow protocol. They're hiding in something called a REICH. They're not following orders, so we call that a strike against them. Then they're made aware, no, you got a calendar event coming up on the outside. She comes with a chain of command right through the chain link fence that protects you. And we're handing her a pair of wire cutters just in case you decide to get funny with you're not letting her in. Got it? Okay, so she winds up in America with the wire cutters, her genetic, the schedule that something special behind the Reich wall missed. Big danger coming up based on the fact that you didn't even let her parents, grandparents, government, anyone, none of their genetics knew what a CIA was, they heard of this White House. That's where the president is. They heard they had a president. That was like, yay, you taught them one thing. Didn't know what a CIA was. Doesn't still even know what it does. Doesn't know how it gets funded. Doesn't know that she's the American mother, amongst other mothers, but, right? There's nothing in senator, congressman, Governor Andrew Cuomo in New York State. There is nothing, there's no Mayor de Blasio in New York City. There is no level of government that knows that I exist. So now if that is the case, yet I am in charge of everything according to the Reich, who knows that my leash is going through there. We took down the brick wall of security that holds the Reich and all of your national securities and the planetary terrarium like safety equipment of the humans functioning properly. We had to take down the brick wall to put up a chain link fence since you threw my genetic on the shit side of the water where nobody fucking knows anything. They can't get organized. They can't agree on anything. They hate each other. They hate the Reich. They hate each other. They don't know why. They think like my family's the one who burned the Jews from World War II. No, that was Hansel and Gretel's family. I'm here as part of the secret society to get through the chain link fence, rebuild the brick wall, and then throw Hansel and Gretel's names over the wall to the hungry people that are like zombies right now on this side of America. Great. Okay, so now I came with the wire cutters. I opened the wire gate and I'm like, guys, I just have a few questions. Can I come home now? Can we build the brick wall and you just let me in? Let's fix from here. And they're like, no, we're living with Hansel and Gretel inside the chain link fence. Wasn't your fault. Your wire cutters didn't open it, but they just wouldn't leave. And we didn't clean house before you got here. Right, okay, so now that's my problem. Why? Well, because we got a bunch of rules and you don't fit into any of them and we're not helping you. We're arguing. Right, got it. And now the world's gonna get fixed. When? I mean, this is breathing apparatus and like dimensional wormhole, oops, and then you don't know where these people are going, and it's only going to get worse the more of them that learn and then teach and then know nobody's policing in spot checks. Right, so now here I am, hi, still on the strikes where I'm supposed to be shooting for in like a grappling hook by myself as Spider-Woman, Wonder Woman. Like if I I think one of my really handsome brothers taught me that if I aim high, it'll fall or the wind will carry it just a little bit. But if you aim high, it'll still make a target at some level. Better than shooting to the ground because then you're definitely going to fail. Right, got it. Okay, so aim high and the wind will carry it or I'll make some point and then I'll just figure out the rest of the way up. Okay, great. Hello? 42. I was 4, but you knew I was coming before. I mean, how many of you still exist? Are there any heroes in any U.S. government position anywhere? Hello? So now I still got my harness on because he didn't want me to have a collar because somebody choked me out and that was a big problem. So now he said harness my service dog because, or cat or whatever, bunny, I don't care what animal you put, because I still got a leash going and I got to make sure she's safe and nobody's choking her. Right, got it. Okay, so I got a harness on, HARNESS. I'm like a blind service dog, and I got a human somewhere that can see, and he just wants old Yeller to take back to his somewhere special and take care of me like, I don't know. I don't even know. Instead of leaving me out with no shelter. No food, no water, no shelter, no anybody who can take care of a blind dog in a harness that very well says Reich Special on it. Right, okay, so now, where are your excuses? Because, like, I mean, I could go and pull down every fucking tillis and tile and, like, I mean, wreck the whole system. We call that anarchy. But now I wanted to leave you some structure. I thought a wire fence was good enough because you were going to move fast to get me on the other side. And then we could build the brick wall real quick in safety and security. So then we didn't have further problems with, well, she's not dressed, she's not showering, she's not shaved, her shoes aren't shined. She has holes in her shoes because she's the blind service dog that you left out with no shelter, stupid. They didn't have obedience training in America, in New York, in ever. Like, so if you in Reich stupid behind the wall with an ID that everybody's tracking is mad because you got in trouble because she's not obediently trained, right? This is going to be really hard for like nobody ever on the Delta Alpha Gamma team. Because like we get real serious stuff, not to explain that. A higher level of stupid, why they're getting parking tickets and like losing family members, and while service dog is still blind and the Fidelis unkept and nobody's feeding, watering, taking care of it, or even attempting to pull the harness into safety through. I mean, she has the wire cutters. She tried the grappling hook. She tried the wire cutters. I'm out of ideas in like, I mean, how much further do you want me to pull down? Because like the Reich's the only thing, like, I mean, keeping Rome being Vatican, which then they're like, oh, them Catholics, like, what do they got under those robes? Like, I wouldn't ask that question, you fucking weird sicko. But like, oh my God, I'm in viral territory. Get me the hell out of here. Okay, so we got some Vatican people, which some of these Americans like and some don't. Then I got the protesters in the Sea of Tranquility of London, and then doing nothing and complacent as all, and complacent and arrogant as all hell. They think they have a different mother. No. The mother that you left out on the field with the harness on says special service dog belongs to really handsome tall guy over, right? Yeah, okay. Anyway, this is how we tell you in like my place. Ready? It's my hand, my face, my hand. Great. Here it is. There are his shoulders. There's his height. And then there is his mast that I belong to. Got it? Cat, dog, bunny, rabbit, I don't really care. Horse, a colt. It's all, like, I mean, it depends on which section of ODNI or ODI you are talking about, but I really got to get to him before I know how much is too much, which way are we going, which one of the idiots, which group of idiots is the problem? I mean, they all said that they're working together for what? She's still blind, deaf, having problems with cognition at her level. She's got the brightest, like, security harness on that we all know about, and none of the humans know how to even read the words on her security harness. They know that she's got a harness, which that means something, but they don't know what it means. They can't read. And we don't talk to them behind the chain link fence, so of commands of, huh? How'd that work? Right, we're not telling you. Right, got it. Okay, so now how do I help her? I just want to take her and put her in the shelter she belongs so the rest of us are safe. Right, okay, so now I'm just curious, when do I get this? Because this is the only thing I want. Only thing I came for. I'm not going to like your movies, your music. I'm not going to like your day activities. I'm not going to like your fashionable clothing. And I get to wear fleece with zippers because I don't trust a fucking head case mannequin. And so I got to zipper up everything important and keep it on my person when I sleep. Because they come in my room. I swear to fucking Christ, living with Tia for you understand a drug addict mentality in a viral sense of like, I'm fucking in danger every night and these assholes are pretending like I don't exist. Wow. Thanks for being like uber valor and honor somewhere, because I'm not allowed to have an enemy. Do you understand? I have to take care of all of your enemies and protect all your people from service dog important stuff. So I don't have enemies. Yet you've made enemies because of prior breakages, which makes this mission all the more dangerous. So how do I communicate that, and to whom? Because I don't think when I call the FBI, the girl on the other line, she's like, what crime is it? I can't take a phone call right now. Right, yeah, I don't know. There's so many crimes, and it's such a high level of crime. Like, I don't think you're even qualified to answer a phone call of mine. Right, same thing with OG and I. Like, what do I asked about the alien breeding program. She's like, never heard of it. It's on record. It's recorded. I'm like, right. Never heard of twin engine program. She's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard of these things. Right, then why are you answering the phone when my phone number comes up in the log, since they know about these things ahead of time? Why are you alive? You're not behind the chain link fence. In fact, you think you're holding some kind of post and position protecting the chain link fence. Wrong.